Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Belief Stream podcast. My name is Sally, and today we're going to talk about what happens when you ignore a narcissist. Ignoring a narcissist can be difficult as they often try to provoke you and provoke a reaction from others. However, if you are able to effectively ignore the narcissist, this may make them more frustrated and move on to someone else's who will give them the attention they crave and narcissistic supply. Being in a relationship, however, with a narcissist might harm your emotional state. It can seem liberating sometimes when you can make your own decision and to separate from the narcissist. Ignoring a narcissist can have a variety of consequences depending on the specific situation that you are in and the severity of the narcissistic disorder in that individual. In some cases, ignoring a narcissist may cause them to become more aggressive and manipulative in their behavior, as they may feel that their sense of self-importance is being challenged, and that's what the narcissist hates. In other cases, ignoring a narcissist may cause them to become more possessive, to become more passive and withdrawn, as they may feel that they are not receiving the attention and validation they crave. Additionally, a narcissist may get angry and try even harder to get your attention if you ignore them and deny their supply. They may even try ways that might be toxic or even abusive. A narcissist's fragile ego will make them angry if you ignore them. They will become humiliated and attack you in every possible way to preserve themselves from getting exposed. If you are enjoying this episode so far, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Now let's continue and dive into what are the few things that the narcissist might do when you ignore them. The first sign that you would expect from the narcissist to do when you ignore them is the narcissist will make you their top priority. This is because the narcissist's inability to tolerate defeat and it hurts their inflated egos too much. So, ladies and gentlemen, be very careful since narcissists might be difficult to resist at first. They will use their charms, gift, praises and promises to seduce you. But once they achieve what they want, they will discard you and everything will disappear. Unfortunately, it won't take long before you are baffled by the true narcissist's emotional manipulation and indifference and coldness and lack of interest in you, especially when you try to discuss your worries with them. The pathological narcissist's lack of empathy, out of control entitlement will put a woman or a man on a path of grief. The second sign that you may expect from the narcissist when you ignore them is narcissistic rage. This is due to the extremely fragile egos of the narcissists. They will become frightened and attack you in every effort to defend themselves. True narcissists lack empathy and don't care if they are burning out other people, since they're unable to see their needs. However, this might be harmful to the individual who is close to the narcissist. Going completely no contact is the greatest course of action for breaking free from a narcissist. No phone calls, no emails, no text messages, in particular, no face-to-face meetings is crucial. A true narcissist will unfortunately not change. As a result of this, you will experience narcissistic rage. The narcissist will continue on and locate a different source, but you will be free and you have to stick to no contact. If you have had misfortune to be involved with a narcissist, you are undoubtedly traumatized from the experience. Your spirit can be crushed if you are in a relationship with someone who has narcissistic personality disorder, and that's why it's important that you go no contact and to protect yourself from the narcissistic rage. The third sign that you may expect when you ignore the narcissist is that the narcissist may try to defame your reputation. Breaking up with a narcissist is the only option for someone who is in a relationship with the narcissist to break free. Best method to end a relationship with a narcissist is to ignore them completely. However, it is difficult to do. When a narcissist notices that their victim is rejecting them, they will act out and go into tremendous length to win the victim back. And if that doesn't work, the narcissist will start to get revenge. This is when the narcissist starts by damaging your reputation. Smear campaign starts. In my opinion, you don't need to do anything here because good people will investigate or come up to speak to you when they hear about any lies from the narcissist, and they would want to hear your side of the story. Otherwise, don't worry about anybody else who believes the narcissist, because anyone who believes the narcissist means they can be easily manipulated and do not have their own identity or thoughts, and you don't want such people to be in your life. The fourth sign that you may expect when you ignore the narcissist is that narcissist becomes more aggressive. One of the most common consequences of ignoring a narcissist is that they become more aggressive and manipulative in their behaviors towards you. Narcissists have the need for attention and validation, and when they feel that this need is not being met, they may become more assertive and demanding in their behaviors that you show that to them. They may try to control or even manipulate other people to get what they want, or lash out, as I said previously. You will experience narcissistic rage or sometimes verbal or physical abuse from the narcissist. The final sign, and the fifth one, that you may expect from the narcissist when you ignore them is that the narcissists become more passive and withdrawn. Another common consequences of ignoring a narcissist is that they become more passive and withdrawn, and not many people talk about this. Sometimes narcissists often have a fragile sense of self-worth, and when they feel that they are not receiving the attention and validation they crave, they may retreat into themselves and become more introverted and isolated. They may withdraw from social interactions or social circles and become more reclusive, or even develop depression or anxiety. In order to restore their power, they might ignore you back, at least temporarily, until they feel that they have gained power over you, or they can feel that they have gained control and the empathy of other people around them, or converting them to flying monkeys against you. Hence, it's important to preserve and resist the temptation to interact in any way with the narcissist. You might ignore a person with narcissistic personality disorder as long as it takes until you move on and until you are successful. It's important to disengage with them completely and start focusing on your healing journey. In some cases, ignoring the narcissist may cause them to seek out new sources of validation and admiration. And sometimes narcissists may be very well skilled that they can manipulate other people to try and harm your social interactions or your reputation, as I mentioned earlier. So in any case, this will lead them to try and have and maintain control over you. Ultimately, the consequences of ignoring a narcissist, it will depend on how long you'll be able to do it, and will depend on how disciplined you are in maintaining that. If you are dealing with a narcissist, it may be necessary to seek professional help in order to protect yourself and your loved one from their harmful and toxic behaviors. That's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to write a comment below to let me know your experience and have you ever ignored the narcissist and what happens when you did that, and share it with us here in the channel. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, and see you next time. Take care.